Hello, my Maple Leaf fans. Welcome to the postgame show after the Leafs beat the Seattle Kraken 4-1. I'm now going to take you to the postgame.
What do you like about the performance by the team tonight?
We maybe weren't as quick out of the gate as we were the other night, but I thought we built our game well. Obviously, big goal at the end of the first by Austin's line. Was huge, I thought, and brought some more life to our legs, and just kind of staying with it. I don't think we gave up a ton. PK did a really good job. Joe was great. So just a good, solid team effort. I don't think it was anything was outstanding, but just really solid in all areas.
Do you see really on that play, or just have an idea?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a guess. You just, as the play's developing, and then you kind of get into that spot, you kind of have an idea where guys might be, and you just try to put the puck in a good spot, and if it doesn't work out, at least it gives you a good spot to work to earn it back. But the way the play kind of developed, I thought him or Patch would have kind of drifted to that side, and happy it worked out.
Well, his ice time has been a bit of a talking point. What have you made of his season up to
What's that, sorry?
His ice time has been a bit of a talking point, down a few minutes. What have you just made of his season up to this point?
Well, I think he's playing great. Obviously, he's producing really well, and he's always pushing to be better, and obviously wants to be a key contributor in all areas. So, he's grown a lot and become a big leader for us in a lot of different ways, obviously, in the way he plays. But I think he's been great.
Wix gives you the power of AI to build the website you need. With full business functionality and a design tailored just for you. Customize every element of your website and watch your vision come to life in minutes. Control everything from the biggest tasks to the finest details. Personalized, optimized, ready to go live.
Sorry, I'm hot. No, to hell with that. I'm not sorry. I'm tired of being sorry, tired of being embarrassed, tired in general. Enraged, red, roaring, hot, blazing rage. This is not me. Or is it me? So yes, I am hot and bothered because I just want to know what is.
Why do you think it's clicked so well for you guys together?
I think there's a real good familiarity, at least with me and Willie, obviously playing a lot together over the years, and then just Max being a high-end player. He's had a great career. Talked about how he's feeling the best he has in a long time, and has proven he can play at an elite level, and understands his game really well, and then I think thinks the game at a high level, and we've been able to play off each other really well, and have a good feel for what we do, and when you get the instincts and reading off one another, it goes a long way into making plays and playing quick and creating opportunities.
Do your kids have any hockey themed Halloween costumes? They go as
No, they were. We had a firefighter and a police officer today, and my daughter was a unicorn, so far from it. But I think they were more excited about that than the game today. So,
yeah. Just about Joe, he wasn't happy with the way last season ended, and obviously this season's been the injury. What stood out to you about how he sort of is able to battle through and push through tougher moments?
Yeah, it's not always easy, especially things that are out of your control. And I think as diligent as he is, and how he takes care of himself, and how he tries to prepare and be on top of all things. He's, I think, had a real good approach to just controlling what he can and focusing on the next day, the next opportunity, and then maximizing that. And this is all part of, I think, the process for a young goalie. Not that I can speak to what it's like being a young goalie, but any player that goes through things, especially when they're, breaking into the league and establishing themselves, you go through different things that you'll learn and mature from, and I think there's no doubt stuff like this he's doing, and staying focused and knowing obviously his ability and what he can do, and it was great to see him have a really good night tonight.
What did you like about the team's performance tonight?
Yeah, how we battled and, I mean, scored some really nice goals today. Obviously, Matty's and Mitch's and Izzy's goal was really nice, and then I got lucky with 2 unbelievable passes backdoor, so that was nice. But I thought we grinded through. Maybe not had our cleanest game in that way, but grinded through and found a way to win, and Willard played amazing.
You mentioned both of those goals with the pass by John. You don't see that very often. That you play legit. You see on that one.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I think we both find each other every once in a while in an area like that. So, I mean, it was a tremendous play by him, and yeah, I was lucky to be on the receiving end of it.
What inspired the celebration?
You know, I just came out of nowhere, to be honest. I don't know. I think I did it earlier this year, too, for some reason. I've never done it in my life before, so I don't know.
What's the to how Joe is able to battle through things? Obviously, hurt last year in the playoffs, and then this year injured again. What sort of stood out about how his mental mindset gets him?
Yeah, a lot of resilience. I mean, it can be hard getting hurt like that, and then, you know, getting ready for the season and then getting hurt right before the season starting. So he's been great that way, and I mean, getting his body back and in the gym every day, and I mean, the work ethic is there every day, so that's why he's the goalie he is.
How much did you want that hat trick, especially when you saw them pull the goalie so early in the game?
Yeah, it would have been fun, but you know, one day.
What has stood out to you about John's season? He's over a point a game, you know, better in this league, still producing. What stood out?
John's an amazing player. I think he's been a point per game player almost every year he's been here, so it just doesn't stop, even though he's getting older.
So you talked to Craig about ice time. What are those conversations like? Is he receptive to? Is the door open? Like, what's it like talking to the new coach?
Yeah, we talked about it. I mean, it's no big deal. It's just conversations to have. It is what it is.
How are you feeling about, like, we focus on the goals, which are obviously come in. Like, how do you feel about the defensive side, the other part of the game so far for you?
Good.
How similar are Tavares and Pacioretty? Reeves was saying that they're just pretty stuck in their ways with their routines. Like, what have you noticed about those two off the ice?
Yeah, I mean, off the ice, even on the ice, sometimes I feel like if I look fast, I don't know which one's which, because they got like black sticks, you know, black tape and everything. So, yeah, they're very similar. I mean, in their ways. I mean, they played a long time, so they know what they need to do to get ready for a game.
What was the biggest difference, like, in how you felt tonight versus the first start a week ago?
Yeah, I think, you know, just a little more comfortable, even my second game, and kind of getting back into the flow of playing. So, yeah, I look forward to continue playing and keep finding that rhythm.
How solid were the guys in front of you?
Yeah, they were great. I thought we did a good job really limiting their high quality chances, and you know, we played a really sound game defensively and made some big blocks, and you know, obviously closed it out at the end. So.
How great did it feel to get the win, just considering the adversity you went through earlier?
Yeah, it was great. You know, to get a big win like that at home is always nice. So, yeah, it felt really good.
How have you learned to deal with disappointment? Obviously, getting hurt in the playoffs last year and getting hurt right before this season. How do you sort of manage that earlier in your career to handle those things?
Yeah, I think now I understand there's things you can control and there's things you can't, and sometimes, you know, quick hit injuries like that, you can't really control much. And at the end of the day, I know the work I put in, and I'm confident in that. So I think, you know, naturally there's a little bit of emotion and disappointment and frustration and stuff when you do get hurt. And as much as I can, I try to allow myself to feel those things and be human for a bit. And then, you know, you have to turn the page and look to what's important to do that day and what gets you back.
Can we get a goalie scouting report on what the Tavares line has been doing the last few games?
Scoring. You know, they look good. I was talking to Mark out there. It's a good balance of, you know, a lot of experience and, you know, some high-end skill with Will. And you know, right now they look really good together, really clicking. So it's good to see.
What's the next game mean to you?
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, they get to play at, you know, play St. Louis at home would be pretty special. So I'm looking forward to it.
The way Anthony started this season, did you feel pressure as you're coming back in the crease, or how do you sort of approach when you have a teammate playing as well as he has, and you're trying to get back and get some of those minutes?
You know, you can focus on that, and I think it's a bit of a wasted attention. And I think regardless of what situation you're in, you're always going to feel a little pressure, and you know, that's what makes playing here pretty fun. And I was just really happy to see him, you know, do as well as he did. It's a team sport at the end of the day, and we're looking to win, and he did a great job of that.
What do you like about the team's effort here tonight, Anthony?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I thought we played well in their zone, and I think they got some opportunities, but I feel like we didn't break, and I think Waller stood his ground, and I think he played phenomenal today and kept us in the game the whole night.
The goal you scored, is that kind of the way you draw it up, late in the period, and when they draw like that?
Yeah, I think the previous play kind of ended quick with a whistle, and I think Tone saw that he could make that play, and it was pretty incredible that they made that, and I just had to bury it, in the empty net. So
when you score late like that, does it really carry over to the next period?
Yeah, I think we got momentum from it. I think we saw the recipe. It's just work hard and get to the net. I thought we had him scrambling a little bit there, and I think that's what created chances for us.
We all know Joe's physical abilities. What stood out to you about how he's able to mentally get past the injuries, whether it was this year or at the end of last season?
Yeah, I mean, to be able to come in and out of the lineup and play the way he did today, it's a test of his character. I think he's a very hardworking individual, and he takes care of himself very well. So it's no shock to me that he's doing so well when he steps in and when he gets his name called that he provides for us.
What has stood out to you about how John's conducted himself so far this year?
He's been incredible. He's been everything we needed him to be. Good on draws, good around the net. Tips and getting shots in. It's remarkable. I love watching it. He's a guy I can learn a lot from. So yeah, I'm excited to see what he can do the rest of the season.
Have you noticed any change in him now that he's not the captain?
Same guy to me.
Yeah.
What do you like about how that line is operating together?
I think they're working well. I think Max has been very very physical, creating loose puck battles. Willie's finding the net now, and then Johnny's supporting everywhere, playing good defensively. I think they've really started to click here.
You're playing with Austin. What stands out about his hockey IQ? Getting back to that first goal, what do you notice about how smart he is? He obviously has the tools to develop to take advantage of that, but how smart is this guy?
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about one of the best players in the NHL. He's pretty smart. I don't know what else to tell you. He's remarkable.
What do you think of the bank shot on the empty netter there?
Yeah, he told me he hates geometry, so
There is no accidental success on Amazon. Those who are successful on Amazon are successful because they've learned the system. They've learned the rules. They have a step-by-step process that they follow to their success. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. There are some people that think they need to reinvent the wheel for selling on Amazon. Those people are struggling big time. So the first thing that you need to do is to pick a product to sell. You need to sell something that is already selling. Now that seems logical to sell something that's already selling, but it's got to be something that's
Good effort. I didn't think we had our usual jump and, a little off there, but I thought we played a smart game. Goalie was good. Good, a lot of good things.
When Willie makes a statement like he did this one, like he wants to play more, and you say, you tell us you basically, you deserve it, you play kind of thing. Are you kind of expecting Willie to have a night because he sort of put himself out there in such a public way?
Well, Willie's played good hockey for us this year. I mean, I don't have a problem with his game. Ice time's ice time. I mean, I try to use my bench best I can. I think everybody's important, and so I try to, manage the bench that way. People have roles. I use them in those roles, and that's what it is. Willie played a good game tonight. The line was really good for us again.
What do you like about that line, the two veterans and Willie?
Well, I mean, Pacioretty's a physical player. He's, he's getting in there and creating a lot of space for these guys, in my opinion, and JT's really strong on the puck doing a good job there, and Willie puts it in the net. It's a pretty solid line.
How much does that goal from Nyes late in the first period change the momentum for your team going into that?
Well, it always does. It's, I don't know the percentage in this league to score first is very important. It's good play and, just a smart play by our captain on the draw, understanding and recognizing something and, makes a heads-up play and they score. It was a big goal.
It's no secret that Joe's had injury trouble throughout his career. What stood out to you about this season's when you've worked with him in terms of his mental approach and now, getting back to where he probably wants to be?
I mean, I think he probably approaches this season like he does any season. I mean, get ready for the season in the summer. I wasn't here before, so I have no clue. I mean, this guy's dialed in. Like, watching him daily, he's very professional, very on top of what he needs to do to be ready to play. And, so I'm having a hard time answering that question, to be honest with you.
How would you assess John's season so far? Tavares?
Pretty solid. I mean, I thought that before he got sick, he was fine. I mean, the sickness, I think, affected him. He lost 10 pounds. So it was, energy-wise and stuff for three games or more. But he's been solid.
How much does the time?
Heavy on pucks. Strong on the puck, heavy stick, doing the little things right. Face-offs. A lot of good stuff.
And then you see the creativity right on that goal. I mean, not many players.
Well, I mean, he's been around a long time. He's a good player.
How much does the timing of that first goal affect what you say to the team in the first intermission?
What is it? How does it affect me?
What you say to the team?
Well, I mean, I wasn't, I was happy about the goal, but there were things that I didn't feel we had our legs. We weren't skating like we normally do. And then there's a couple other issues that I thought that we need to clean up. So that's what I talked about.
Get there your way with RBC Avion Visa. Choose flights from over 130 airlines.